Hello everybody, it's the Drag Racer. I'm on Mount Panorama, Bathurst, in the Ferrari GT3 car. I'm going to practice for the Sprint VRS Series race. Now I'm trying something new. I'm not very good on Mount Panorama. I haven't raced it very much. This is the first time. I just bought it yesterday for iRacing. I have raced on it on ACC, but not in here. And I'm also going to try TrackIR5. I've got that on here. You can see I can turn my head and see out the sides. So let's see how this works. Main thing, I need practice on Mount Panorama. I want to try. I'm not convinced I'm going to use the TrackIR in a race yet. I have the track on right now because I don't know this track very well at all. I don't know how quickly the track will come back to me, if it does. It's been a while since I've run it on ACC. I first encountered this track in Forza many years ago. I thought, man, this track is amazing. I love the track, so I hope I can get good enough I can run it at least somewhat respectfully. Whoa. TrackIR is a lot smoother than I thought it would be. I'm not looking side to side too much, but it's very smooth. I thought it would be kind of jerky, but it's not at all. I have no clue. This track is one of those must-have tracks, I tell you. So I probably will totally suck at it. I could stay in it there. I have no idea what gears to shift down into. This is my first lap on it. The TrackIR, I don't have any competition. I gotta get used to that before I have that happen. Yeah, I can look out the sides. You can be fairly smooth with it. I do think I need a little more range on that side if I'm going to see a car over there. I have to tell you, this track's giving this old man a workout now. I'm using my F1 wheel from a Fanatec, and it's giving me one heck of a workout. There's the fun part, man. This is an ultra competitive class, so I'm not going to come out with any plans of winning my class. I just want to be able to safely run the thing and do as well as I can when I race it. I do plan on racing it this week unless something happens. Might be able to In the corners, I'm kind of glancing in the corners, but TrackIR works pretty well for that. See right there, I'm not drastic, but I am turning my head enough that it is altering the view in the screen there. Ooh, I didn't expect that to happen.
That corner and got a slowdown penalty.
I think I'm hitting the grass over there. I think that's what's throwing me over. I'm gonna have to watch that. Hitting the brakes pretty hard. Counting on the analog brakes to bail me out on it. Ooh, too fast.
Got wheel damage. Looks like your car is towed. You'll need to tow back to pit lane. Press and hold the reset button and we'll come and get you.
Who needs a tow? The looking is very smooth. I want to be able to snap over or see a car over there real quick. Get back on target. Am I hitting the dirt back there? I think I'm hitting the dirt back there.
You cut the course, you've got to slow down and give up that time.
This is an amazing track. I'm kind of impressed with this so far. I do want to change something on it. I'll do that after I get out of this. I gotta practice this. Sort of kind of like having VR on, except I'm using my OLED screen. At the end of this video, we'll go over my TrackIR settings real quick, in case anybody's interested. Pretty simple setup. Now let's see if I can stay on the track and start improving. Might be able to hold third there, I'm not sure. Gotta get that angle right there. This section reminds me right towards the end of the Nordschleife, right before the second carousel, except this is even more extreme. This is some crazy stuff. Whoa! Give a little too much there.
You've got wheel damage.
Let's see if we can get this thing right. I don't know why I'm practicing for this. It's been a flawless run so far. My problem with using the line, it's almost like relearning it once you turn the line off. I'm trying to watch my break points and stuff, but everything looks so much different when you don't have the line on. You're actually looking at your surroundings. So I'll be trying that here next run, next practice. TrackIR is definitely not a detriment to the game. I mean, it's not moving my vision everywhere, changing anything. It's just nice and smooth. I mean, it is. You might be able, if you look at the screen, you can see it shifting slightly. I'm going around the corners. It's just kind of natural, as you really would in a car. I have the mount set up and everything. I can go triple screens, but I'm hesitant to get rid of my LG C2 screens. I got two 42-inch LG C2 OLEDs. One I have on my sim rig and one I have on my desk for the other gaming. I love these monitors, man. I don't want to give them up. That's one of the reasons I'm trying this. I'm using the Clip Pro attached to my headset for the tracking. I've also used the default one that just clips to your hat brim. That's worked pretty well too. A little better. But I don't want to wear a hat and the headphones and everything all at the same time. It's hot enough in the racing room sometimes as it is. So I just have it clipped to my headset right now. I also have a Trackir5. It isn't as compatible with iRacing. You have to get a third-party program to make it compatible. But I've heard some amazing things about that as well. You don't have to have any type of headwear on it. Just tracks your eyes and your head movement from the sensor that you mount on your screen. I'll be giving that a try too. I think that'll probably go to my other screen there with the flight sim. I'll probably keep the Track5 here. Once I get it dialed in, I may go ahead and just use the hat instead of... No, when I'm racing I gotta have the headphones on, so I'll just have to use the Clip Pro. I've got a truck simulator. I usually don't need the headset on, so I can just put my hat on. I love running a truck simulator too. That's why the track gets addicting, man. It's crazy. I live in the United States in Ohio. I think this track's just right down in Kentucky. Only about 50 miles from where I live. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's an Australian track. I think I'd have to travel a few more than 50 miles to get there. But with the magic of iRacing and ACC, I can get on here and play. That wasn't the TrackIR, that was my left look button. Which if I use the IR, I can take that off of there. And when I'm with this Formula wheel, it's the Fanatec Formula 2.5. The one that's Xbox compatible that I bought. It's the first one I bought with You know, when I bought my DD Pro GT, but I have it hooked up to my DD2 now, which I've upgraded to since then. But anyway, when I'm turning, I got it mapped. There's a outside left and an outside right button with arrows on it. I map the views to those to look left, look right. When I'm turning it sharply, I'm just grabbing different places of the wheel, and sometimes I grab where the button is and it throws my view off. So that'd be nice if I don't have to use those buttons for that anymore. I don't believe I will. Definitely starting to feel a lot better on the track here. Hopefully in a couple of days I'll be good enough I can go live in the DRS GT.
11.06. Just check the fastest lap of the session.
At least now I think, and if I run this track enough, this might be one of my favorite tracks. Nordschleif's #1 will remain that, but this could be #2. It's hard to say. There's a couple of really good tracks, some that I really like. This one's definitely up there. My LG OLED, these graphics are just amazing. It's running HDR, full 4K. It's just amazing. The reaction time is so quick on OLED monitors. It's unbelievable. Conclusion of this lap, I'll show you my settings in TrackIR and then we'll finish up. Cool. Okay, let's go over and look at our TrackIR5 settings. Okay, we're inside TrackIR. The settings I use, this is for my Clip Pro that I have on the headset. Use that if you're using the little adapter attaches in front of the hat. For speed, I've got 1. Smoothness, I got 20. I turn all the axes off except the first one. For racing, I just want to be able to look left and right. I don't want to have to look up, down, backwards, sideways, look on the floorboard. All I need to do is look for left and right. As you can see the graph, I'm making it bigger so you can see it. I started out, I put a slight little dead zone. You can see it's not much. And one of the first things you want to do, put this on, make sure that's centered, and put a button on your wheel, assign it so you can snap it to center in case, like I'm looking at the center of my screen right now. I push that, it'll center it. I can look left, I can look right. To adjust how far you're going left or right, make sure you got this set to mirrored so that you make changes on one side, it'll duplicate it, and you'll have the exact same thing on both sides. You use these little points they got. Those are spread apart and they're on the bottom, which gives me a very slight dead zone. If you spread those out, you'll have a bigger dead zone. I want it to be somewhat natural. I don't want it to be just flipping everywhere, but I want it to be somewhat natural. Seems to work that way. Only thing I changed on camera, I have it on, I made sure that was on precision. That was the only thing I changed. Go back to here. If you need more angle, like you want to go further than 65, you can either map more points. Here's a point here. You can pull it up and change. The further out this way, the slower it takes to get there. The higher you go, the higher the angle is. So say I want to look completely behind me like I do in Truck Simulator. This will come out and it looks more like this type of a curve. So by the time I get to the edge of the screen, I drag it up so I'm seeing directly behind me. So if I want to look back at my trailer, I just look over and I can see it fine on the screen. But for iRacing, I only want to look between the doors, the mirrors. I don't need to look behind me. I got a rearview mirror for that. I don't need to look on the floorboard. I don't need to look what's in the back seat. No, I just need to look. I want to be able to glance over and see if somebody's coming around me where they're at. So this seems to work great for that. So as you can see, I pulled it apart. I got it at about 20, 21. And I moved it up on the scale. You have to play with it for your cars and your situation, your monitor. But it's on about, looks like about 65. And that gives me between 60 and 65 angle when I'm looking. And that seems to work real well. You don't have that checked, that's not checked, that's not checked. All these are unchecked because all you want to mess with is the yaw. Go left and right. If you have those all checked, if you look up, your screen will shift up, it'll shift down. It can shift at angles if you roll your head. You don't want any of that for racing. And even Truck Simulator, I just use this type of thing. I just make my view wider. So, that's pretty simple actually. That's all there is to it. Let's go back and take a look. I'll hop in a different car and make sure it all still looks fine. And I'll see you back on the track in just a second. Okay, let's give this a quick test in iRacing. Okay. Works great. Like I said, I look down the center of the screen. Push my button, it's all centered. I can look either side very easily. And I got a different point of view on this one. I love this Corvette. The C8 Corvette. It's pretty smooth. I can look at the mirrors, I can look all the way. It's very nice. These GT1 cars will spoil you. Whoa. Oh. Man, this track's fun. Oh, bang. Okay, but it works fine. Look at me. I can look all over. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. Yes, I do. Have more damage than that.
Your car has too much damage. We've got to fix it.
Okay. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave it a like. Consider subscribing. It's TA Drag Racer. Signing out.